Hello everyone. Beautiful cloudy day here. Winter time still here in Australia. But a little crispy but still beautiful. The topic of today's contemplation is, I've called it arriving home. And I just wanted to touch on something that I think is so fundamental to our nature. And sometimes I think there are so many complex, I'm just walking over a cattle grid so I don't need to fall over. Here we go. Cattle grid. There are many, again, volumes and centuries of spiritual traditions, religious traditions. But I wanted to speak about something that I think is fundamental and simple and sometimes missed. And that's the nature of home. If we think about home in living on planet Earth, home is so central to us. And what is the key nature of home? Lots of things, but two things mainly, I think. A place we feel safe, a place we feel loved. When we are feeling safe and loved, it feels like home. I'm listening to the song today called Feels Like Home to Me. Beautiful song. So, when we leave home and we grow up, we tend to look for a way, how can I build a home? Of course, we build a home externally. We want to build a place that we can say, this is mine, this is our home. And if we have a family, we want to have a place where our kids feel safe and where they feel loved and where we feel safe and we feel loved. And we know from the breakdown of so many families that lots of kids, through lots of experiences, don't have the feeling of absolute safety, the feeling of being in a place that they're loved. There's a tragedy in so many ways. But for those who do have the good fortune and grace to experience the safety and love of home, it's clearly so important. And I think in our spiritual journey, it's the essence of what's important. You know, as you probably know already, I feel very drawn to a non-dual view of the world, that we are all, everything, part of one consciousness. We arise and cannot be separate from the one consciousness that is the creator of all that is. We're part of that. We are not separate from that consciousness. Some would call it God. And many traditions have lots and lots of practices in order to allow us to get close to understanding or experiencing this consciousness or God. Years and years. The kookaburras like it. Years and years of meditation practice. Years of prayer and sacrifice in so many traditions. And I think they're all wonderful. And I do not take them lightly. But my sense is that what is the most fundamental nature of this consciousness? In an external sense, it's beyond imagination, right? Universes, potentially, that we cannot even begin to measure. Planets, stars in the trillions. On that level, it's hard for us to even grasp the nature of that consciousness, that field of energy and consciousness. But on the internal level, it appears we are given to want to find the home within us. We are given to, through all the suffering, struggles, mistakes, stuff that we humans do, we are, it seems to me, inexorably moving towards, in our individual lives and as cultures, step by step, mistake by mistake, pain by pain, to discover the nature of awareness, of consciousness. And it feels like home to me. Safety and love. Why do we long for so much safety and love? Why is it that which we want to surround our children with? Why? Because it is fundamental to the nature of consciousness. That longing is within each of us, and in fact, the safety and the love is part of our nature. And my own experience is that I spent many, many years, like lots and lots of people, looking for that answer. And each mistake, each tumble, each wonderful experience seemed to lead me towards turning back towards home. The experience of absolute embrace and safety and love. It's within us. And that is the nature of the destination of all of our practices, all of the efforts we make to feel like home to me. That's the fundamental nature of consciousness. And my sense is that many of us, the final few steps to really arrive home, were carried, some would say by grace, carried in the arms of Jesus or the Buddha or whoever our master or tradition may bring to us to carry us that last step home, where we recognize we cannot be destroyed. We are love. That's arriving home. Something to contemplate today. Of course, so much more to that, more questions and answers, but I hope that each one of us gets to abide in the deep, abiding sense of being home. From there, we can do lots in the world. Thanks for listening. See you again next week.